Just 12 hours remain until the launch of the Nintendo Switch, and we get to play Breath of the Wild! Hey Nintendo fans and collectors, I thought it would be a good idea to show what I did to my Nintendo room to make room for the Nintendo Switch. A lot of you were commenting and kind of seemed concerned, Lithium, where are you going to put it? You need to make room, and you're absolutely right. Before I get started with that, I just want to mention that I pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch that I'm getting online. I got a confirmation email today saying that it has been shipped, but that wasn't until 4:30. I also pre-ordered the Master Edition of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, so that's coming in tomorrow as well. Now, if they don't come in tomorrow because there's delays, I live in Canada, there might be some sort of delay that happens, then I'm hoping that I get it on Saturday. If that's not the case, I would have to wait till Monday. The other scenario is that a few of my friends were able to pre-order the Switch, and I'm hoping between myself and them, we're able to get at least one of them in so that we can unbox it. They would possibly come over here, and then we would unbox that system together tomorrow. If that does not happen, hopefully I get in Zelda, the Master Edition, to unbox that, and I might end up waiting, which would be absolutely crazy. That would be like turmoil for me, and that would be so much pain to actually have to wait. But I think I would have a lot of fun playing this system if it does come in. If it comes in, my plan is to actually stream Breath of the Wild live here on YouTube on Saturday. But I'll keep you updated because I am not certain it's coming in tomorrow. This is kind of like stressful to not have it in time. I really wanted to do store pickup, but I kind of missed out on that option / it didn't work. Before I do get farther into this video, I just want to mention my giveaway for this Link Trophy Series figure. The prototype, this isn't prototype, this is the Trophy Series. So this one is going to be included in my unboxing video for the Nintendo Switch console whenever that does occur, hopefully tomorrow. All you have to do is be a subscriber to this channel, and to enter the giveaway again, you can please comment below, were you able to pre-order the Switch? Are you interested in getting the Switch at launch? Are you going to wait until Christmas or later? And what are you most excited about with the Nintendo Switch? You can comment about any of those things, and then I will pick a winner when I do the unboxing video for the Nintendo Switch. I really hope it's tomorrow. Let's get to this. You're looking at my console wall right now, and essentially what I did was I completely reversed the wall. You may have remembered previously I had over here my Nintendo Entertainment System and my Super Nintendo, but I completely flipped that around to be over there, and then my N64s I slightly modified. I moved them one shelf over. I brought the GameCube stuff over here and the Wii stuff over here and the Wii U stuff there as well, which means I have room for the Nintendo Switch right there. Let's go through what this collection wall now looks like, because I did move things around, and I thought it would be better at this point to have a dedicated shelf for my family computer and also my Nintendo Entertainment System. So this is the smallest shelf space, I guess, because it doesn't really fit into this wall. There is this display cabinet that's blocking a little bit, but now I have the family computer there with some different peripherals. Then I have the mini versions of the Famicom and the NES Classic Edition, my action set, which the box is slightly covered up, but I still think you can see the console, so that looks pretty good. And then I thought it would be cool to display this with my two Nintendo Entertainment System themed consoles that are handhelds, the Game Boy Advance and the 3DS XL, which looks pretty cool. Down there are my Pokemon Edition 2DS systems. I might actually move those over to be at the bottom over here. So this is actually going to be my display now for any of my handhelds as well, because there's not that many console variations for the family computer or for the Super Famicom / the SNES. Which brings us to that system. I'm displaying this with my hat from Throwback Gamer on Instagram. Check him out on Instagram. Maybe I'll put a link in the description below. That hat is really cool. Just going to go above and around my light. Let's take a look at this hat because it does look wonderful, and it looks really cool when it is displayed beside the Super Famicom, which has wonderful box colors. I love those box colors. This is my Super Nintendo, of course, with the Super Game Boy, and then my SNES control deck, which is the mini version. I do not have the mini NES quite yet, but I need to get that in at some point. Then my N64 Wall. So now it's part of the entire wall of systems still. This looks really cool. I loved getting all the colors for this system. I do recommend you collect the N64 if you're into retro gaming at all. 16 different console variations of different colors. There is one that has a cover for the expansion pack, that's the ANA, and it's just a little ANA logo on top of it. But the 16 different colors of systems are really unique to find and cool to find as well. We also have my different accessories here. We have the 4 Fantastic Series controllers from the Nintendo 64, and then all the other controllers from North America and Europe. the ones from Japan are there. And then going over from that, we have the other colored ones from Japan. The GameCube shelf, I just made some slight modifications to this. The other ones look pretty similar as they did before. We have the GameCube controllers, the Spice, the Starlight Gold, the Platinum, the Black or Jet Black, and the Indigo. The Char's customized GameCube and the Pokemon. But down here, I displayed Donkey Kong Jungle Beat and Dance Dance Revolution Mix one shelf up, and I have the 3 controllers from Club Nintendo, including Luigi, Mario, and Wario, and the one from Europe as well there. Then at the bottom, I thought I would display my sealed GameCube controllers, just like I displayed my sealed Wii controllers. So that's just a slight update or a slight change. Everything else on the Wii shelf looks pretty much what it used to as well. So that looks about the same. Wii is over here now. I'm probably going to run out of room with the Wii U. I'm still missing the white Wii U console. I've been after the base set, or I think it's called the basic set. It was the one that was released at launch, and I really want to get that one. It's only 8 gigabytes. It's likely going to go up in price eventually, but I've been patient to try and find that for a good deal locally, and I've been hunting for that. At the bottom, I have the PDP controllers with a Hori controller and the Super Smash Bros. Adapter for 4 controllers. That's where the white Wii U would go. I don't really need to display those PDP controllers. Right now it's just filling the space. A lot of blue for the Wii U, a lot of white for the Wii, and a lot of a crazy amount of colors for the other systems going back, which is looking really good. My Amiibo collection I have modified slightly as well. I love that poster from Nintendo Force magazine. That thing looks absolutely incredible. Love that poster. I put the Yarn Yoshi Amiibo over there. I don't have Poochie yet. I've been saving for the Nintendo Switch, and I didn't really get to buying Poochie, so I need to do that at some point. Up here I have my Super Smash Bros. Amiibo, and then the Mario Amiibo. And then I just decided for now, anyways, until I get more Switch items, I have one good spot for the Switch, but here are the Amiibo, the rest of the Amiibo. I just thought I'd put them here. That includes the Animal Crossing ones, the Kirby, the Splatoon, Legend of Zelda, Shovel Knight, and Chibi Robo are all there, as well as the gold Mega Man figure. On the bottom, I just have some Club Nintendo items and some other little knickknacks in Nintendo history. So the Switch is probably going to go right here. My friend Mark, who also pre-ordered the Nintendo Switch, he got this pin for the Nintendo Switch at an event, and he gave it to me. Thank you so much, Mark. So he might actually be unboxing his console tomorrow, if that comes in. He also mentioned he might know someone that might be waiting outside of a store so that at launch he can get it. We'll see if that happens. I really don't want to take away someone else's console and their glory of unboxing it themselves. That's why someone else might be here with me. I really hope I get my hands on it as well. I do have this Kingston 64 gigabyte micro SD card used for the Switch ready to go, already on my Switch shelf. So there's a little bit of room for my Nintendo Switch. Ultimately, I'd move the Amiibo, I would move the other Club Nintendo items, and then all of this would be filled with the Switch system. Who knows how many Switch variations? You can comment below as well. What kind of Switch variations would you like to see? I would have loved to see a Zelda variation out at launch, but there's the Neon pack, and there's also the original basic pack. I was only able to pre-order the basic pack. I think that's more classic Nintendo for me. I might get the other one at some point, but certainly not for 400 Canadian dollars at launch. I'm going to be patient. So there's room for my Nintendo Switch right there. In terms of games, I'm going to start to think about what I'm going to do with my gaming shelf, because I have NES on the top, and I'm expanding my NES collection. I'm hoping to buy more and more NES games as I go on. My Super Nintendo collection is there, taking up 3 shelves, really it's almost like 4 with the 2 shelves of Super Nintendo games. N64, I'm going to need room eventually as well. GameCube, I have a little bit more room for like 20 games, so I can fit maybe 20 more there. But look at this Wii collection and my Wii U collection. I'm of course quickly running out of space. So the solution that I've come up with in my head is to then move my NES games up on top where my World of Nintendo figures are, and just have one very tall shelf of games going all the way down. That would allow me to put the Wii games probably on the second last shelf, and then on the last shelf put Wii U, and then Nintendo Switch beside it. We'll see if that's what I do, and we'll see the height of the Nintendo Switch cases. I think they're the same cases as GameCube, same height as GameCube, Wii, and Wii U, but I'm not actually sure. I just know the games in there are really tiny, and I've seen the cards as well. I do have a little bit of room over here, so what I'm also considering doing is not displaying all the Pokemon games as I am right now. Perhaps I would modify this shelf and display games on the shelf, or I would buy a shelf that would go to the end of that wall, or build one myself, and then I can expand this a little bit, and then perhaps have my handheld games, my Switch games, and my Wii U games on a shelf over here. That's probably my best option. That would allow me to display quite a few more games here. So that's what I'm looking at doing with a Nintendo Switch to make my room accommodate for it. I'm being creative, and I find as soon as I need to add something to my collection and display it, I really find that that's when I'm at my most creative with displaying my items and try and make this look optimal, because I really want to move this year, but we're not in a good financial state to move quite yet. We're going to be in this house probably for at least one more year. If we move again, I'd be looking at a bigger Nintendo room, expanding a little bit, keeping the collection looking as good as it possibly can, because I really enjoy having this space. This is absolutely wonderful and absolutely incredibly crazy all at the same time. I'm aware of that, but when you collect for 10 years and you're patient on a budget, it eventually turns into this, which is really cool. So I can't wait for the Nintendo Switch. Zelda Wall hype right over here with all my Zelda items. I'm really excited for Breath of the Wild in the Master Edition. I can't believe I'm spending $200 Canadian on the Master Edition and $400 on the Switch console. I was also able to pre-order the Neon Joy-Cons and the Pro Controller. That is an insane amount of money to be spending, but it's going to be a great time. It's a handheld console, it's a home console. I'm really excited for Breath of the Wild, so make sure that you do enter my giveaway for that Link trophy figure by commenting below about your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch and if you pre-ordered it or not. Thank you so much for watching. My life in Nintendo will never be the same. This game, by the way, holy cow, it's getting a 98% score on Metacritic. I cannot wait to play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild for the first time ever, and I really hope I can stream it all this weekend. I would be playing it on YouTube live if I do get it in time. So make sure you check that out. If I get it on time, I really hope I do. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to fill that like bucket. Follow me on all the social media links in the description below that video. And remember, as always, go collect them all and keep smiling while gaming. I'm so hyped for the Nintendo Switch. It's going to go right there. Thanks for watching, everyone.